Hi guys. So we posted a new video yesterday and someone pointed out that I had not said anything about my new motorcycle, or at least done a video on it. So told you the differences between the Super Chief and the Scout, etc. So I'm going to do that today. And you'll find out if I made the right decision or not. I'm Lori with While We Still Can. Be right back. Okay, here I am out in the garage. Yes, somebody asked me if I got my hair cut. Yeah, I did, because when you're on your motorcycle a lot, your hair gets in your eyes and all over the place, and I was sick of the bandana sliding down over my face, and so I got it chopped. And I really like it for riding the motorcycle. Anyway, I don't memorize all the numbers and things, so I will be referring back to my notes. So my Scout, I sold back in March. I bought this in Ocala, Florida, back in at the end of January. And this is the Super Chief Limited. So the limited part of it just means it came with the removable windshield, it came with the floorboards, it came with the bags. That's all that means. I call it the Black Pearl. So I stuck the badges on it. That's me. Indian doesn't do that. I did that because I call it that. And then I put the little bag on the front of the handlebars because that's a great place for me to just throw my my little money holder and stuff, and my driver's license and credit card and stuff. So I love this bike. I should have done it a lot sooner, but that's okay. Rocky and I ride just about every day, and our garage looks a little cluttered because we have everything stuffed in here because we are leaving in 2 days to head to Petoskey, Michigan, and then we will be heading towards Georgia. We are waiting until all that hurricane mess goes away, and hopefully our lot is still there when we get there. Power outages all over down there already, and there's nothing there yet, so I don't know what's going on. But anyway, let's talk about this bike a little bit. What do I like about it that's different than the Scout? Well, this thing has cruise control. And for me, I need cruise. My hands fall asleep, and it's nice for me to be able to put it on cruise so I don't, so I can wake my hands up a little bit. That's the truth of it. And it also has a fuel gauge. So on the Scout 60, no fuel gauge. So I hated guessing and I hated counting miles. I like just looking at my gauge and going, ooh, we need to go get gas. This one has a 4-gallon tank, which is fine. So we can go a couple of 100 miles. And that's about the same as the Scout, real close. Then we're going to talk some numbers. Horsepower-wise, it's kind of weird. This one, people argue about it. It's between 80 and 90. Indian doesn't publish. Sorry about the sun. Indian doesn't publish the horsepower on this thing. So it's between 80 and 90, somewhere in there. Whereas the Scout was 78. This one is 738 pounds, and my Scout was only 542. Yes, it's a little heavier for me to move around, and occasionally when I'm on gravel and we're like on a steep incline, Rocky's got to help me out with it, but we're fine. It's got a 4-gallon tank, as I mentioned. The Scout had 3.3. The Scout had 65 foot-pounds of torque. This one's got 120, and you can tell the difference. This one has 6 gears, which if you have ridden motorcycles for any length of time, which I have, you are going to want a 6-speed. And this one is a 6-speed, whereas the Scout 60 was a 5. What I liked on the Scout, though, was that it was blacked out. This has got chrome all over it, and as you know, we all got to keep our bikes clean. So there's a lot of cleaning involved. I just waxed it, so we're done with that for a while. But Rocky and I actually use, if you're interested, he may have already nope, it's here. Let me show you. This is the stuff we use to get all the bugs off the windshield, the bugs off of all of the metal and the chrome. And this is the detailer that we use just about every day to keep the bikes clean. The trick, though, is to use those, I don't know what they call them, those goofy rags, these guys. Oops. These guys. So it works really good with that. This bike, the pipes are a little bit louder than the Scout. The Scout kind of sounded like a lawnmower when it started up. This one's got some oomph, but not enough to sound like it's really loud like a Harley. Nothing against Harleys. I had one. But it doesn't, we live near some older people in Wisconsin, and I don't want them getting mad when I take off. We're trying to behave ourselves. And that's the same thing with camping and stuff. I don't want to wake up the neighbors if we're going to go for a ride early in the morning. So I want to keep it a little quiet. But it's got just enough to make me feel like, ooh, you know, it's kind of cool. One of the things I wish it had, though, instead of the Indian verbiage, is I wish it had the headdress. Now, I can take that badge off, and I can stick the headdress on. I don't know if I'm going to do that. I don't know. And they're actually changing the headdress to black and white. Is that what they said? Black and white, no colors or some garbage.
That'd be a really good Christmas present.
Which is garbage, because they're claiming it's because of the Native Americans, and I've talked to at least one and heard on Facebook after reading feedback from a bunch that they don't care and they actually like Indians and they like the name of it. So that's an insider thing at Indian, in my opinion. So anyway, thanks for watching the video. That's the information on my bike. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below. And if you can, subscribe. We are going to be posting a lot more now that we're going to be back on the road again. If you don't know, we sold our lake home in Harrison Hills, Wisconsin, and we now live in... Don't laugh. I like my little house. We live in a mobile home in a 55 and older community, but we're only here like 4 months out of the year, not even. And we're here because of our kids and our grandkids. And you gotta. So we even have a garage, and we have a little yard and stuff. You know, back over here you can see. So the Starlink is up. But anyway, hope you guys are all having a good day. And you should hear from us again soon once we get to Petoskey. We leave in a couple of days. Woo! Get out there and do it while you still can. We are while we still can. Oh, Rocky wanted me to show you. Hold on. So in Tomahawk, there's a lady who embroiders. So we got some hats made. Which is pretty cool. See ya.